Bhagavad Gita Bite-Size Learning, Episode 46, Sankhya Yoga, Shloka 25. Question: Who am I? The Kathopanishad says, Indriyebhya parahyartha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhir buddhiratma mahan paraha. Beyond the senses are sense objects, and higher than the sense objects is the mind. And higher than the mind is the intellect, and beyond the intellect is the soul. Sense organs are a slave of sense objects, and thus sense objects are considered higher or subtler than sense organs. The wish for sense objects arises in the mind, and therefore mind is higher and subtler than sense objects. The comprehension of an experience happens in the intellect, and the wishes of the mind are assessed by the intellect, and therefore intellect is higher and subtler than the mind, and above all is the soul or self. We need to understand and learn about the soul by inference, just as we accept that the matter is made up of atoms by inference. We cannot see individual atoms, so can we say atoms do not exist? Atoms are so tiny that we cannot see them even with the help of a microscope. We accept the existence of atoms by inference. Similarly, we need to accept the presence of a soul by inference. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitumarhasi. The self is said to be unmanifest, inconceivable and unchanging. Therefore, it is not an appropriate thing for you to grieve. Arjuna, you should not grieve upon the imminent death of the warriors. Their bodies would perish anyway. The eternal essence of you and other warriors is imperishable, so you have no reason to grieve at all. Let me explain with the help of an imaginary situation. If one fine day you are in charge of all the activities performed by your organ systems, your nervous system, respiratory system, circulatory system, kidneys, liver, endocrine system, every organ would work only if you instruct them to do so. How would that be? And imagine a situation where you need to exactly provide raw materials in exact proportions for the production of all the biochemicals, hormones and secretions of the body. Do you think you can do that job even for a single day successfully without committing any mistake? No, not possible. Not even for an hour, and in reality not even for a minute. If we take the charge of all the activities taking place inside a human body, we will fail miserably for sure. The processes are at their best when happening on an auto mode. In fact, we do everything possible to disturb the inner balance by being reckless with food habits, consuming harmful substances, not being bothered about rest, and not doing any exercise. We leave no opportunity to indulge in self-destruction by pampering our senses and making efforts in vain to find happiness through them. We need to understand that the universe has provided us with a fully furnished and functioning service apartment, the human body, to reside for the period of our life on earth. We are truly the unmanifested, unconceivable and unchanging soul. Thus, Sri Krishna explains to Arjuna not to get caught in the belief that he is the human form. Sri Krishna wants Arjuna to look beyond that and believe that he is the soul which cannot be harmed and which cannot harm. A huge instance like a war is a result of the collective karma of lakhs of people which manifests under extraordinary circumstances, and even the supreme reality cannot stop or prevent it from happening. It is our folly if we think that God could have stopped the war from happening. We create situations and problems in our life due to our own actions and our sanchita karma. It is indeed a deep thought. But as we progress, we will understand this much better. Thank you for watching. Meet you soon.